far beneath the shining surface of the ocean. Deeper than any ship had ever sailed, there existed a secret world known as Luminara, the kingdom of mermaid fairies. Unlike ordinary mermaids, the mermaid fairies were smaller, more delicate, and radiant with magical energy. Their wings were made of shimmering sea light, like butterfly wings crafted from glowing coral and moonlit water. Every night, the kingdom glowed like a living constellation beneath the sea. Towering coral palaces rose from the ocean floor. Crystal caves reflected rainbows across the water. Schools of glowing fish swam through gardens of swaying sea flowers. And at the heart of this magical world stood the great pearl tree, an ancient glowing coral that produced the magical pearls that powered the mermaid fairies' magic. Among the thousands of mermaid fairies lived a young fairy named Lira. Lira had bright silver blue hair that floated around her like moonlight in water. Her wings shimmered with tiny stars, and her tail sparkled like the night sea. But unlike the other fairies, Lira was endlessly curious. She always wondered about the world above the ocean. What is the sky like? She would ask, what creatures live above the waves? The elder fairies warned her gently. The surface world is unpredictable. Our magic belongs to the ocean. But Lira could never stop wondering. One evening, something strange happened. The great pearl tree began to dim. Its glowing pearls, which had lit the underwater kingdom for thousands of years, slowly lost their light. Without the pearls, the magical energy that sustained the mermaid fairies would disappear. Panic spread through Luminara. The elder fairy queen, Queen Seralith, gathered the council. "The ocean's magic is weakening," she said softly. "Something has disturbed the balance of the sea," but no one knew what. Determined to help, Lira secretly left the coral palace and swam into the deeper ocean. In the dark waters, she encountered Thalos, an ancient sea turtle who had lived longer than any creature in the sea. His shell was covered in glowing runes and tiny coral forests. "The light of the sea fades," Lira said. "How can we save our kingdom?" The old turtle's eyes glowed softly. "The source of the ocean's magic lies beyond the abyss of forgotten currents," he said. "There grows the star coral, the first coral created when the moon touched the sea long ago. But the journey is dangerous," Thalos warned. "Few have ever returned." Lira knew she had to try. She swam through forests of towering kelp, past glowing jellyfish fields, and into the dark waters of the abyss of forgotten currents. The deeper she went, the darker the ocean became. Strange shadows moved in the distance. Ancient sea creatures guarded forgotten ruins, but Lyra's wings glowed with gentle light, guiding her through the darkness. Finally, at the deepest part of the abyss, she saw it. The star coral grew from a black volcanic rock, shining brighter than anything Lira had ever seen. It looked like a cluster of stars frozen into coral. But as Lira approached, a massive guardian emerged from the shadows, an enormous shadow manta, protector of the coral. Its wings stretched across the dark water like living night. "Why do you seek the star coral?" the guardian asked. Lira spoke bravely. "My people are losing their light. Without magic, our kingdom will fade." The guardian studied her carefully. Then it asked one question: "Would you give your own light to save them?" Lira hesitated only for a moment. "Yes." The guardian slowly moved aside. "You may take a single piece of the star coral," it said, "but its magic will bond with your heart forever." Lira gently broke off a glowing fragment of coral. The moment she touched it, her wings burst into radiant light, brighter than ever before. Her magic had grown stronger, but she knew it now carried the responsibility of protecting the ocean. When Lira returned to the underwater kingdom, the great pearl tree was almost dark. The mermaid fairies gathered in silence. Lira placed the star coral fragment at the roots of the glowing tree. Instantly, brilliant light spread through the coral branches. The pearls began glowing again, brighter than ever. The entire ocean floor lit up like a galaxy beneath the sea. Queen Sorelith smiled proudly. Today, Lira became not just a curious fairy, but a guardian of the ocean's light. From that day forward, the story of Lira spread throughout the oceans. Sailors sometimes claimed they saw tiny glowing figures dancing beneath the waves. Others spoke of mysterious lights guiding lost ships safely through storms. But deep beneath the sea, the mermaid fairies of Luminara continued protecting the magic of the ocean, their kingdom glowing softly like a hidden world of stars beneath the water. And among them flew Lira, the fairy who had dared to journey into darkness to save the light. Moral of the story: curiosity, courage, and selfless choices can bring light even to the darkest depths.